What's up, everybody? It's your boy, just another weeb, the swag provider. Don't forget, link in the description, get your swag. Today, the sickest, the hottest new design on the market. Impress all your friends, and more importantly, impress the bitches. Tap that ass, get in her pants. That is what my clothing will do for you. Swag Provider Apparel. Alright, I'm going to tell you a story here. I'm going to tell you a story about that time I got a real job. Now, I still work a real job, kind of, but the thing with me is that I really hate work, and I don't actually want to do anything. So those are the types of jobs that I seek out. And so when a T-Mobile opened up right by my house, I figured that would be the perfect job where I don't have to do anything. Because it's a brand new store, nobody's gonna know it's there, so there's not gonna be a lot of traffic, and I'm gonna get to sit there and just read books all day and get paid. That's what I do anyway, so why not do it somewhere that will pay me an hourly wage? You know what I mean? So that was my mentality going into the job. Also, T-Mobile is a good mobile service. It is the one I use, so it would be easy to promote it and sell it to people because it's something I use, it's something I already like, I already know about it, I already know why it's worth having. So it would just be a really easy job, basically. So it was a new store. I assumed I'd just walk in and get a job. My assumption was right. I walk in, there's an Indian guy there. His name is Hard Dick, alright? Now, ordinarily, one might say I should keep the name private, but it's pretty essential to this story, so his name is Hard Dick. Okay? And there's one other employee. It is this absolutely disgusting, fat, Latin American cunt who is just abhorrent to look at. She looks like a straight up pig, except pigs can be kind of cute sometimes, and she could never, ever be cute no matter how hard she tried. That's the big difference. So she was just like a disgusting Jabba the Hutt type of character there. Now comes the time in the show where I'm going to ask for some audience participation, so feel free to leave a comment below, try to answer the question before I give you the answer. Now, what is worse than a fat, ugly bitch? Right. I'll give you a moment. That's right, Timmy. A fat, ugly bitch with a bad attitude. With a bad attitude. Like, when a hot girl has a bad attitude, you sort of give her that, you know? Like, you're a bitch, but at least you've got some nice titties, you've got that nice shape, you got those sexy lips. At least there's something there to make up for the fact that you're a complete cunt. But not only was this girl abhorrent to look at, but her personality was just as disgusting. So what happened very quickly was she would keep playing this obnoxious fucking music really damn loud, and my day consisted of walking over to the music player, putting on some smooth jazz or something else relaxing that didn't make me want to kill myself, and going back to reading my book. Now, generally, my music would stand. My music would play, and I would relax and read my book, but once in a while, she would get the bright idea to go over and put back her obnoxious ass bullshit and pump up the volume. Like, if anybody walks into the store, they're just gonna off themselves, okay? So, what are you doing? You stupid bitch, what are you doing? So I would just get up and put back on some Ryo Fukui. Nice modern Japanese jazz, maybe Tigran Hamasyan, nice Armenian modern jazz, which is kind of funny because at a certain point, Hard Dick, the manager, told me I have to stop playing my music and I can only play the T-Mobile approved music. And I looked at the list of T-Mobile approved music, and we got like Billie Holiday, which is someone that I've played all the time anyway. We got Tigran Hamasyan, literally the Armenian jazz pianist that I put on anyway. And I looked at the list, I'm like, hey, I can play Billie Holiday, and I can play all the jazz music that you didn't want me to play, so he just hated jazz. Anyway, let me finish up with this bitch first. She stole phones. She stole iPhones within the first month I was working there. She stole fucking phones. Now, I guess smart people aren't generally the type of people who would commit such petty theft to begin with, but if you're gonna steal something, why the fuck would you steal the phones? You realize it's 2018, all we have to do is call up and have those phones disabled, and they just become stolen bricks that are worth $800 something. So you just stole a bunch of bricks that you can't sell to anybody, because anybody can just look up the IMEI. It's gonna be a stolen phone. It's completely worthless, but now it's on your record and you are a fucking thief. You know what I mean? Like, why would you go through all that trouble and steal something you can't even resell? Why wouldn't you steal like Beats headphones or something? You can't just call up the police and have Beats headphones disabled, okay? Just steal the fucking headphones, steal the speakers, alright? Like, why would you go and steal iPhones, you fucking idiot? Anyway, so she's... so she stole headphones, and for a while I was the only employee. Which brings me to Mr. Hard Dick. Now this guy was unnecessarily an asshole for no fucking reason, because he needed me a lot more than I needed him. I don't need this shitty fucking job. It doesn't pay much. I'm only here so I can read books and get paid. That's literally it, okay? You need me here because I'm the only fucking employee, and your last employee stole iPhones, and you already took the time to train me, so if you fire me, you're gonna have to get somebody else, and all this shit. So the way he would talk to me was just very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And I put up with it just because I wasn't doing shit. So whenever he said, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot, I can't believe you did that," or some shit like that, you know, I would just smile and laugh and go back and read my book, you know? It just wasn't a big deal. It didn't really affect me. He's obviously just an angry asshole who made a shitty decision opening up this store in this terrible area where he's not getting business and he's rapidly losing money. I understood why he would be pissed off, and I didn't really think much of it. However, it went a little bit too far when I asked him, "When am I getting my commission?" He said, "In a month." And then a month rolled around, and then I'm like, "When am I getting my commission?" He's like, "Oh, no, it was 2 months." I'm like, "Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you, buddy." It started to be a little too much when he would send me home when the store wasn't busy. And then when the store became busy, when I was at home, he would call me up because he knew I lived close to the store. He'd be like, "Hey, can you come into work? Oh, can you come into work? Can you come into work? I am from India. My name is Hardik." No, for real, he did have a strong accent though. And here's the funny thing. So, most of the customers coming in were Americans. And, well, soccer mom type people, right? Like family people, because we're in a suburban store, right? Soccer moms would often come in and ask him what his name was. He would point to his name tag and he would go, "Hardik, Hardik." And they'd be like, "What?" This happened multiple times, and every time it happened, it was the funniest thing ever. They'd just be like, "What? Hardik?" He'd be like, "Hardik." And they'll be like, "Hard dick?" And he'll go, "No, Hardik." And because he's pointing to his name tag, they just keep looking at his name tag, and it says hard dick, and they're just like, "Hard dick?" And I love the moment in his face where he just gives up, he's just lost, and he accepts the fact that his name is Hard Dick. And I like that a lot. I like that. I enjoyed that. That was an enjoyable part of the job. Fucking Hardik, man. That piece of shit, that absolute shithead. Honestly, I'm a pretty chill guy. And I was only reading when there's nobody in the store. It's not like I wasn't doing my job, right? I wasn't actively seeking out more work. Like some stores will actually have people go down a list of people who own iPhones and are with T-Mobile in the area. We have access to all their phone numbers. You can call them up personally and invite them to come to the store to upgrade their phones and pitch them the plans and stuff, the deals they can get. So you can try hard if you want to be a tryhard, but I'm not going to go through all that trouble for the possible $10 of commission I can get if they come and upgrade their phone. You know, like, for my hourly wage, you can only expect so much from me. I'm going to do the bare minimum because you're paying me the fucking minimum, you stupid piece of shit. What do you expect? Like, even my current job now, like, I just sit around in an office and I don't do shit, like, and they expect me to be more proactive? Like, why would I be proactive? If you paid me more to do more, then I would be more proactive. But if you're not gonna pay me much money, then I'm not gonna do much, especially if you don't tell me to do anything. Like, I'm just gonna sit at my desk and study Japanese. I'm gonna make good use of my time because you didn't tell me to do anything. What the fuck do you want? You expect me to just get up and like, hey, let's see what kind of fucking work I can do today? So, we've established that Mr. Hard Dick is really at his midst when it comes to employees. I am all he's got, and we've also established that he's an asshole. He really does not speak to me appropriately. He expects stupid bullshit out of me because he wants to save some money, even though it's his fucking fault that his business is losing money. Alright? He did something wrong. Maybe it's a bad location. But the point is, that's not my fault, and I should get reasonable fucking hours, regardless of how busy or not busy the store is. Okay, so Hardik, asshole, cheap-ass Indian guy. He tried to scum every customer who walked in the door. He told me don't even pitch the base plans. They don't even fucking exist. As soon as people walk in, the plan has all these attachments onto it. You sell people all these attachments. You don't even tell them what they are, okay? You don't even tell them what they are. If they agree to it, that's it. That's it. That's the plan. So yeah, he's Indian, like from India. Like, he goes really, really deep in the cell phone game. He will fly between the US, Mumbai, and Dubai, flying around, buying wholesale iPhones to sell them in better markets and shit like that. He's a cheap-ass fucking Indian. He tries to make every single buck he can at every moment. And he really, really relished Indian food. He missed Indian food. He didn't have too big of an appetite, so it was apparent that he didn't often get Indian food himself. And there was a point in time where every fucking day at lunch, he would ask me if I wanted to get some Indian food with him. And one time I said, sure, let's get some Indian food. That was the first time. Then he would ask over and over and over again. I was like, bro, listen, I can cook better Indian food on my own. I don't want to pay $10 for this shit from a restaurant that is this weird ass paste and you don't even know what's going into it, okay? I can make better quality stuff on my own. I don't want to buy this shit, right? But I'll fucking eat it if you pay for it, right? Right? This motherfucker is begging me to eat Indian food with him because he doesn't want to pay for the whole thing. He's just trying to save money by going in 50-50 on an Indian lunch. That's how pathetic this guy is. He's like, will you go 50-50 with me on this Indian fucking curry? And he was vegetarian, so we couldn't even get chicken or anything like that. It was just those little paneer balls, right? That fake dense Indian cheese. He's that cheap. He's that cheap. He won't order Indian for himself because he's not going to finish it all. He'll only do it if I eat it with him, and he won't just be a fucking bro and split it with me. No, no, no. I've got to pay my cut of the Indian food. How stupid is that? Like, how fucking stupid is that? If you're that desperate to get a taste of home and get that Indian food, what's 10 more bucks? You're really gonna take from my salary? Absolute scumbag. And it gets better. Because I brought up that I can make it better, one day he fucking begged me to cook him some curry. And I said, dude, like, I don't even have the ingredients at home. I would have to bike to the grocery store. He knows I don't drive, ride my bicycle. I'd have to bike to the grocery store, get all the ingredients, go back home, cook it, and bring it to you. Like, you gonna pay me for that, or what? And he looked at me like I was disgusting. Like I betrayed him. He's like, are you fucking serious, man? That's what he said. He said, are you fucking serious, man? Are you fucking serious, man? And all of a sudden, I'm man. Like, I'm his bro. Like, I fucking betrayed him. No. You're a shitty, cheap Indian boss who hasn't treated me right since day one. You know? And all of a sudden, I'm supposed to go to the grocery store, go back home, cook you a meal, deliver it to you. For what? How fucking stupid is that, man? On top of that, this was actually when he let me go at lunch. He just said, just go home, man, it's not busy. Just go home, man, it's not busy. Okay, so you cut me, like, what, 5 hours? Lunch is pretty early in the day, bro. So I lose like 4 or 5 hours in my work day where I would just be able to sit there, make money, and read a book, you know? So I'm losing my hours, and he expects me to bike around and cook him food and deliver it to him. So I won't be on the clock. So I'm not getting paid for work, and he doesn't want to contribute to help me get these tomatoes, help me get that garam masala and all them spices. He doesn't want to contribute. So I'm supposed to fucking get off of work and deliver you lunch. What I did was, I actually said I would make this for him because I wanted to show off my culinary skills. And that's how he actually tried to sell it to me too. I want to see an American, a white guy, make a curry. It'd be unbelievable, crazy. I can't even do the accent anymore. I don't know, man. It's been too long, all right, since I interacted with Hardy. But basically, he was trying to butter me up, trying to make this about me impressing him, a real flesh and blood Indian with my Indian cooking, you know. So what I did was I biked over to a grocery store that's under construction in the area, and I took a picture of the grocery store. And I said, hey, the place closed down. So the place closed down, man. What do you want me to do? You know, place closed down. And that's my story. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's the first and only shitty retail job I've ever had. And it really wasn't that bad. Overall, I had a lot of free time to read some books. Got like 5 novels down in the span of a couple months. But it did make me realize how much I hated customers. I hated interacting with customers, and I really don't want to be in that situation again. I don't get stressed out often at all. I'm not an anxious person. I'm pretty good with pressure. I don't feel pressure a lot of the time, where other people might. But there were times working at this store where I really felt stressed out, and I hated that. I don't want any stress in my life. I want to keep sailing clear, you know? That's me. That's how I am. So I quit that job a while ago, and now I sell swag on the internet. So check it out, Swag Provider. Get the hottest new design on the market. Once again, it's gonna get you that class, it's gonna get you that ass. Every other word that rhymes with brass knuckles, baby. Pound it in. Fuck you, yeah.